When you open your eyes each morning, something powerful happens. A quiet moment that decides how the rest of your day will unfold. The world is still, the air is calm, and before the noise of the day begins, there's a small window where you can choose who you want to be today. Most people rush past that moment. They grab their phone, scroll through messages, check the time, and let the world take over before their mind is even awake. But the truth is, that small window holds the power to shape everything that follows. Morning isn't just a time of day. It's the foundation of your mindset, your emotions, and your energy. How you spend those first few hours decides how strong, peaceful, and focused you'll feel for the rest of the day. That's why building a few simple habits can completely transform your mornings, and in turn, your life. Let's walk through these habits together, not as a list of rules, but as a journey, a flow that turns chaos into clarity and fatigue into focus. The first moment of awareness. When you wake up, pause. Don't rush to move, just take one deep breath and realize you've been given another day. That alone is enough to feel grateful. It doesn't have to be dramatic, it's simply awareness. You're alive, you're breathing, and that means you have another chance to move closer to the life you want. This tiny shift in awareness is more powerful than it sounds. It reminds your mind that life is happening now, not later, not when things are perfect, but right here. And that mindset sets the tone for everything that follows. Instead of waking up with stress or hurry, you wake up with gratitude and calm strength. You remind yourself that today is an opportunity, and you're going to use it well. Preparation begins the night before. A peaceful morning doesn't begin in the morning. It begins the night before. The way you end your day decides how easily you'll begin the next one. When you go to bed with scattered thoughts, endless scrolling, or unfinished worries, your body may rest, but your mind stays awake. So tonight, before you sleep, set yourself up for success. Clear your space. Put your phone away at least half an hour before bed. Prepare the things you'll need in the morning: your clothes, your notebook, your bottle of water. This small act sends a quiet message to your mind. Tomorrow matters. If something is bothering you, write it down instead of replaying it in your head. Let your thoughts land on paper so they don't follow you into your dreams. Your goal isn't perfection, it's peace. And peace begins with order. When you sleep with a settled mind, you wake with a stronger one. And when morning arrives, you'll notice something magical. You wake up ready, not reluctant. The power of a clear start. Once you're awake, avoid rushing into the world too fast. Before touching your phone, take 5 minutes for yourself. Sit up, stretch, breathe deeply, and feel the energy return to your body. This moment is where your mind learns that you control the day, not the other way around. Distractions are waiting the moment you reach for your phone. Messages, updates, opinions, noise. But discipline means choosing your focus before the world chooses it for you. Give yourself those few minutes of silence. Let your mind wake up before you let the world in. Maybe you prefer journaling, maybe meditation, maybe just sitting quietly with your coffee or tea. It doesn't matter what form it takes. What matters is intention, the habit of connecting with yourself before connecting with everything else. Because when you master your mornings, you stop living reactively. You start living deliberately. The habit of movement. The body and the mind are connected more deeply than most realize. If your body is heavy and sluggish, your thoughts will be too. Movement doesn't need to mean a full workout. It can be as simple as stretching, walking, or doing push-ups beside your bed. The goal isn't exhaustion, it's activation. When you move your body, you wake your brain. Blood flows faster, your posture lifts, your breathing deepens. You tell your mind, we're starting fresh. Some of the most successful people in history share one trait: they move early. Because movement fuels momentum.
The simple act of moving in the morning reminds you that you have control. You're not waiting for motivation to strike. You're creating it through action. Discipline through small wins. After movement comes the first small victory. Maybe it's making your bed, drinking a glass of water, or tidying your space. Small actions done early build confidence. They tell your brain, I've already accomplished something today. Every small win creates momentum, and momentum is the quiet engine behind self-discipline. You don't need huge bursts of energy to change your life. You just need consistency. Small acts repeated until they become part of who you are. So don't underestimate simple tasks. The person who starts the day with order often ends the day with accomplishment. The rhythm of consistency. Waking up early is powerful, but not because of the hour. It's because of the consistency. When you wake up at the same time each day, you train your body and mind to trust you. Your energy stabilizes, your thoughts sharpen, and your focus deepens. The first few days might feel like a battle. Your body will resist, your mind will negotiate, and your bed will feel heavier than ever. But remember, every habit is hard before it becomes automatic. If you stay consistent, one morning you'll wake up before the alarm. You'll realize you've crossed from trying to living. That's the beauty of discipline. It starts as effort and ends as identity. When you commit to a routine, you're not restricting your freedom. You're creating it, because freedom is built from order, not chaos. The balance of kindness and effort. There will be mornings when things don't go as planned. You oversleep, you feel drained, or your mind feels foggy. That's okay. Discipline isn't about being perfect. It's about continuing even when it's not easy. If you fall behind, don't drown in guilt. Just begin again. Every sunrise is a reset. Every morning is a second chance to do better. Be kind to yourself, but also be honest. Kindness doesn't mean excuses. It means giving yourself compassion and accountability. You can forgive yourself without quitting on yourself. The real strength lies in showing up even on your low-energy days, because showing up builds character, and character builds confidence. The power of intention. Before you dive into your day's work, take a moment to decide your direction. Ask yourself, what do I want from today? It could be focus, patience, creativity, or calm. Whatever it is, naming it gives your day structure. Without intention, your energy scatters. With intention, it flows. Write your priorities on paper. Even if it's just 3 simple tasks, let them guide you. When you start with clarity, you end with satisfaction. Your goal isn't to do everything. It's to do what truly matters. Resilience through reflection. Life will always bring challenges, some mornings peaceful, others chaotic. But when you begin your day with reflection, you prepare your mind for both. Before you leave your space, pause for a moment and remind yourself that not everything will go your way. Plans may change, people may disappoint, but you will stay calm. Because your strength doesn't depend on perfect conditions, it depends on how you respond. When you expect challenges, you stop fearing them. You start seeing them as part of the rhythm of life. And that mental resilience becomes your greatest habit of all. Gratitude, the silent anchor. As your morning unfolds and the day begins to move faster, remember to slow down for one last habit: gratitude. It doesn't have to be complicated. You can simply whisper it in your mind. I'm grateful for this day. Gratitude grounds you. It reminds you that even if things aren't perfect, there's still something beautiful within reach. Maybe it's the warmth of sunlight through your window, the taste of your first sip of tea, the fact that you have work to do, people to care for, dreams to chase. Gratitude turns ordinary mornings into meaningful ones. When you learn to see blessings in small things, you stop chasing happiness and start living it. The flow of a better day. When you weave these habits together, awareness, preparation, movement, discipline, kindness, intention, and gratitude, your mornings stop being a struggle. They become a flow, a quiet rhythm that carries you forward with strength and peace. You no longer wake up just to survive another day. You wake up to create it. You start your mornings not with chaos, but with clarity. Not with hesitation, but with purpose. Because every morning you live with intention, you move closer to the life you want. Every sunrise becomes a small victory. So when tomorrow comes, open your eyes slowly. Take a breath. Feel the calm before the day begins. And remind yourself, you have the power to shape this day into something meaningful. Every day starts in your mind before it begins in the world.